My name is Mike Messier. Welcome to Messier Mantra. My guest is filmmaker Patrick Jerome. Patrick, welcome to the show.
Nice for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
And I'm really glad you reached out because you have a couple of projects we want to talk about. One of them is Assassin.
Behind the Glass.
Behind the Glass and Against the Jab.
Against the Jab, yes.
So you're the writer and director of both of these projects, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Tell me about them.
Well, I mean, I work on a number of films, but Assassin Behind the Glass is the movie that we are releasing right now, and which we are very excited about because it's such a labor of love. We put so much energy behind this production. And for me, it's important to tell our stories the way we want to tell our stories from our own neighborhood. And that's, how Assassin Behind the Glass comes about. It's based on personal experience that I had going through the Dorchester post office, and I noticed they had like a bulletproof wall glass in there, and that's kind of inspired me to write the story because in two different occasions I went there and I saw a young black male was shot right in front of that post office.
Wow.
Right. And then a few years later they built a bulletproof wall glass right inside the post office. So that's kind of, bring my curiosity in terms of how can I tell a story to merge into that. In a way to talk about violence in the urban community, but at the same time to express myself, artistically and do a film that is entertaining and also that has a message behind it.
Do you find that, is this film going to provoke people further in the discussion of guns and how guns are allowed so freely in the United States, and maybe kind of further emphasize that debate on gun laws or gun restrictions? Is that part of the message?
Well, actually, that will be part of it. It just came out automatically because of the theme of the film.
Right.
Actually, the lead actress ended up having a speech in that regard. It's so funny you mentioned that about gun laws and policies, and we keep dying young. And
you're right. Right. Well, yeah.
So all that is mentioned in the movie itself. But in general, if you make a movie that is based on true story or inspired by true events, it will always have an impact on what's really going on in society. Because with what guns has been doing in our society has been affecting us in so many ways.
Right.
And it doesn't matter how you express it, it doesn't matter how you paint it. In a movie, you will find so many messages that would relate it to our life, and that's what I like about it.
These mass shootings are just going so through the roof, and for me, everyone has to be concerned, whether you're pro-gun rights, anti, however you want to phrase it. People that want gun restrictions, people that don't. But even I would think that the responsible gun owner wouldn't want these senseless murders of civilians who are just minding their own business, and to try and put that topic into a narrative film where you have character development, you're telling a story. That's interesting because rather than doing a documentary, you're telling a narrative movie. And tell me about some of the characters in the film.
Well, Chandra Thomas, who played Talia Smith, she's the one that come across the shooting that happened in her neighborhood. So basically, the story about it is like, so what do you do? I mean, is snitching an honorable thing to do, or is it something that you would be seen as a rat, that you would want to stay away from doing it? So that's kind of the challenge that she faced in this story, and while we bring the very serious subject behind it. And we were very lucky as well to work with Lonnie Farmer, who's an actor, based from here in Massachusetts that I've seen in so many great films, like Mystic River.
Yeah, tremendous.
And and then the movie with Johnny Depp about Wani Bulger.
Black Mask.
Yeah, Black Mask.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a dream to get a chance to work with him, and he ended up being playing a major role in the film, which was a very amazing. And then we have Langston Fishburne, who's the son of Lawrence Fishburne.
Fish, legend.
I know.
You get the little fish.
I know.
The second fish, yeah.
I know, and then it's amazing,
Yeah.
while we were filming, some of the shot that we took, he looked just like his dad.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like him.
Wow.
That's the thing that we discovered too while filming. So we have a very strong cast, and then I have Scott Neville, who has been in so many of my films, local actor, very talented,
Yeah.
very, professional as well. And so, we have a wonderful cast. And then we have Catherine Woods that plays Talia's mother.
Yep.
She's been in a number of my productions as well. She was, her talent, always, blows my mind in
Right.
a positive way whenever she's on the set. So, I made so many films with her. Since I made my first film with her, which was Walls Have Ears, and then she come back again. We did another movie called Turn Around, and she's in Against the Job, and now she's in Assassin Behind the Glass. So that's the thing about our production company. Once we make connection with an actor, we feel comfortable working with them. You will see them over and over
Sure.
and over again in our movies,
That's smart.
and that's very important to us. So the cast is a very strong cast that we feel very confident about it. And we are really looking forward to the release of the film.
Let's take a look at the trailer, because you brought us the trailer of Assassin Behind the Glass. And it's
Yes.
about 2 minutes long or so.
Yep.
So let's take a look at that. Right now on Messier Mantra, let's take a look at the trailer for Assassin Behind the Glass by filmmaker Patrick Jerome and Associates.
Yep, about that time. I'm gonna go close the door and stand guard. We don't want a repeat of yesterday, right? Okay. I know you want to silence me. That's bulletproof glass, but you can't touch me. Get out of here! Get out!
Let's find this thug today.
The police are calling my place early in the morning to request your presence.
Hello, Mom. Ty, where are you?
Go back home.
We are opening an investigation.
May I ask which officers you're investigating?
All your undercover officers, sir.
Everything we have, all the records indicate that he's the killer, and all you have to do is identify him in court in the near future.
Just get me to the courthouse. That's your job, isn't it? The trigger man behind the glass is out there. He's everywhere. And he's watching and he's listening. When he comes for me, where you gonna be?
Assassin Behind the Glass, the trailer. It was fun, Patrick, for me, because watching this the second time, I saw Kevin O. Peterson, I saw David Pridemore, Rissa Page, I think. Some people that I know, and they're kind of in there. But a lot of people I don't know. So it's amazing to me that even in a relatively small area of New England, Boston, Dorchester, Rhode Island, where I'm from, here we are in Seekonk doing the show. There's always more actors that more than you think that you know.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And a lot of them are very talented. So, I mean, it just seems like you've got a really cool thing. And watching that trailer, what made me think of is the terror that people go through. And people are just trying to do their jobs, you know. People are just trying to go to work and earn money for their family, put food on the table. And it's a sad state when we have that point of anxiety in our society, when people are just trying to go to their job, whether it's at the post office or a teacher, or even, I feel so bad for these elementary school kids and high school kids that are going to school with that tension.
Yeah, anything that is related with, with gun violence is so unpredictable.
Right.
And that's where it's very disturbing for our society these days. And that's why I think it's important to raise the question that something has to be done about it. And the more, we need to talk about it. It's not something we need to shy away from it.
Right.
Because it's affecting our life every day, like you just mentioned. People going about their everyday life activities, and then all you hear is like people are getting shot, and
Right.
families getting hurt, and people are, losing their loved ones. And this is like, sad. And we have to be responsible, especially at this day and age in civilization. I'm pretty sure there's a way to control situation like this. I'm not saying it's easy, but I think it's good to raise the question.
Right, and it's I mean, the debates, it's almost like you can, I mean, I've listened to plenty of the debates and about gun, and I understand, you know, the right to bear arms, and I don't believe in necessarily giving up all personal weapons either, but I think there needs to be stricter rules about waiting and you know, getting registered to buy a weapon and all types of stuff. So it's thought-provoking, that's for sure.
But as you mentioned about the actors, that's the beauty of shooting in Massachusetts, you know.
Right.
There are so many talented actors, and we always give a lot of opportunity to people to expose their talent, you know, on a mainstream level. Because this is a movie, we are intended to release it on a mainstream level. We had a great world premiere at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. And so basically we get about 21 offers for distribution for the film, and we ended up making our own decision at the end, which was, you know, which is fantastic. We had a good presentation at the American film market. So I think the more we bring, and then we bring people from, you know, from the Hollywood circle to our productions here in Boston. So all those local actors that you've seen, it just give them, you know, the opportunity to be seen, you know,
Right.
in the shadow of well-known actors. For example, if you watch Against the Jab, where we bring Leon in, you know, who's been in the industry for a while, you know, and which is, you know, amazing, because the first movie that I saw him in was the movie about the Jamaican going to the Olympics.
Bobsled team?
Yes, yes.
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings.
With John. Who is
Yes,
it?
yes. So
Legend,
I mean,
yeah. John
legend.
Candy, right?
Yes,
He was
John
the coach.
Candy. Yeah.
And you told me off camera that he was in the Madonna video "Like a Prayer" as Black Jesus, and
Yes,
I mean
yes,
that video
definitely.
played so much.
I know.
Oh my goodness! And what a thought-provoking video. People talk about Lady Gaga, whoever today, but
Back in the
Madonna
days,
in the
yep,
time, she was
yep.
pushing buttons that hadn't the buttons weren't even there yet, and she was pushing them.
Definitely. A lot of people in Italy felt, you know, offended
Right.
by the music video at that time. It was a major hit, you know, that she got on her. But anyway, I mean, watching him from Cooley High, I mean,
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. It brings such pleasure working with actors like that.
And
You
he
know,
hasn't
what-
aged a bit. Let's take a look at that
I
preview
know.
if we can, because I want people to catch up to see Leon in
Against the Jab.
Against the Jab preview right here on Messier Mantra from filmmaker Patrick Jerome. Let's check out the Against the Jab preview.
In the AM, let's give it up for that jab stab. You ready? Let's get it. Go! Hello, this is John Singleton calling. This is Don King calling. This is Assistant Principal Jesse Jackson calling.
This is the last time.
Get kicked out now, not now. Of course I care. What do you want from me?
It's Mike from WP7P FM. This is a jab stab. Man, Mike, in the AM, baby!
Michael, another.
Hey,
Welcome to the station.
it's such a pleasure meeting you, sir.
You're part of the family now.
I'm in love right now. Am I sick?
Many people think love is a sickness because of all the crazy things it makes them do.
What the heck, babe? Talking to this girl about her personal life. Who is she?
Baby, I talk about people's personal problems every day on the radio. What's the problem?
Now what do you think you're doing to Samantha, man?
Heck, Mike, now you're mentoring her relationship?
You don't tell me about him. I'm the one that was married to him. I know him better than anybody in the world. You understand me, baby? I ain't playing with you.
Some guy got killed talking to you on your show?
I didn't hear anything about that. When my show gets suspended, what am I going to do for a job? It's Mike. Remember me from the radio station?
After you abused her the way you did, you're looking for her?
All this is crazy. You know it. And now you hurt the entire family. And I just talked to your mother, and she's crying in disbelief.
Hello, is this a radio station? I want to give my brother the jab.
That was Against the Jab preview from filmmaker Patrick Jerome. And yeah, Leon looks the same from 1987. I mean, that video I mean, I can't get over how much the guy looks like he's in a time preservation tank. I mean, he looks the exact same.
I know. It was amazing working with him in person. Actually, you know, you get to see that.
Right.
You know, how he doesn't age. You know, it's like in like 20 plus years. You know, he looks the same.
Yeah.
You know. Which is good, but I mean, I learned a lot from him. I work with a lot of actors, you know, that made it at that level.
Right.
But one thing that I realized about him is he likes sticking with the script.
Okay.
You know, he has a lot of respect for the writing.
Right.
And he mentioned it a number of occasions, and that was great. You know, that was a good experience to have.
Because you wrote it.
Of course.
Yeah. So it makes you feel good. Yeah.
Of course, it made me feel good. And also, it was such a pleasure to have Clara Lago,
right.
the girl from Spain. She just there was a movie, The Commuter,
right.
with Liam Neeson. She was just in it that came out recently that is doing really well.
Yeah.
And she had a number of films on Netflix. But I saw her on a movie on Netflix. And I says, man, I have to have her to be in my film. She was just fantastic. She came, we flew her here from Spain, and then she did a wonderful job as well. It was such a pleasure working with her.
That's awesome.
And then we get Lynette McKee, of course.
Right.
Who's a legend, you know, if you ask me, in the film industry. Who's been doing so much back in the days, like, you know, Which Way Is Up, Brewster Million, and a number of films with Richard Pryor, and then she ended up working with Spike Lee on a number of films. So, I mean, which is amazing, you know, working with her, you know, just to working with actors at that level and then to match them with local actors. It's such a blessing.
Let's check out some still photos. We've got about 10 photos. And explain who are we seeing? This is a nice awards ceremony. Who's this?
Yes, that was the Haitian Motion Picture Awards.
Okay.
That I had this picture with this wonderful lady. She's an Haitian actress. I believe Jessica Genevis or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was...
You're from Haiti yourself, right, Patrick?
Yes. So we were... Basically, I think I was there for a Lifetime Achievement Awards or something, even though I feel so young. I haven't studied yet.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a great photograph.
But anyway, so that's what this photo is all about. So,
was that in Haiti, this photo?
No, that was here in Brockton, actually.
Okay,
They had this hotel, and it was very wonderful. I mean, fancy event.
Nice.
Where everybody was there. So that's it. Is there another picture?
Yeah, let's check out the next. This one, I know this guy.
Yes, actually, I made a movie with him. If you see that poster and that thing, like he's in it, Beyond Control, Fred Williamson.
Shaft, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
There you go. I'm messing around here.
Actually, The Hammer is one of his, his signature movies. Black Caesar, The Hammer. I mean, he was the man back in the days.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, and then he was also in the film not long ago with Quentin Tarantino from Dusk Till Dawn, and he played a tough guy. You know, such a great actor, man. It's such, it's wonderful to get to work with people you've been watching as a kid.
Sure.
Growing up, on the screen, and then you get a chance to work with them. So we went together at the American Film Market, as you can see in my badge over there.
Yeah, nice.
Which I'm going to very soon at the American Film Market in November. So I'm going to be there. It's where you make all the connection, the deals, and wonderful things.
That's in California?
Yeah, that's in Santa Monica, California.
Right.
So I'm one of the people promoting on some of their clips, actually, coming up soon.
Perfect. Let's see what's next.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Jack Black. So that was amazing. He came to the Boston International Film Festival.
Oh, cool.
Very cool guy, hanging out with us. He was the producer of one of the films. And he ended up spending the entire time with us and talk about the industry and so on. And later on, he ended up referring so many people to us at the Boston International Film Festival. So it was great, man, I mean, it's good to see him looking this well now. He
looks like he lost a little weight.
I know.
I think he lost some weight in this photograph.
Yeah.
That's good.
So so that's it,
Let's see what's next.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to work with, people that you enjoy working with. So this is Open Vacancy. That was a special production.
Okay.
You know, that we work with. This is Jennifer Lazea with the yellow dress, and then on my left side, it's Diane Guerrero.
Right.
Who ended up on the Orange is the New Black show, and then now she has a new show going on as well.
Wow.
So it was a summer project, 2010. We said, let's make a horror film, like a slasher type of film. And then now we ended up working on it, everybody get together. And we brought an actor from Hollywood, which was Larry Holden.
Okay.
At that time was just on the a Batman movie. So, I mean, it was amazing, man.
Right.
We went to Orange, Massachusetts, be there for 2 weeks and film, you know, this horror film, Open Vacancy. Check it out, man.
Sounds good.
It's on Amazon Prime too.
Now, Edward James Olmos, correct?
Yes. Actually, when we went to, he invited me to his film festival. That is his film festival.
Oh, wow.
That was playing at the same time we were having this premiere at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
Stand and Deliver, right? No, was that his American Me? Which he did a bunch of big films.
Well, one of the biggest films that I remember of him is when he plays Selena's Jennifer Lopez's father in the movie Selena.
Yeah.
There was one that he goes on and on and on.
He played like a teacher or something.
Yes, that was an amazing film too. I can't remember.
Stand and Deliver or American Me or
I'm something like that. I can't.
But I mean, he's a legend. I mean.
He's a great actor. You know. Actually, we made a nice connection. He ended up sending a film to our film festival, Boston International Film Festival, as we know, that Windows on the World, that he's in it. His son made the film.
Right.
So we had a special presentation, you know, with his collaboration at the Boston International Film Festival. And we were there at the Latino Film Institute Festival, you know, in Hollywood. So it's good, man. It's good working with people in the industry, people you have a lot of respect for. And then you ended up collaborating, and we played their movies in our film festival, and so on. You know?
Now, Princess Bride fans will remember this gentleman.
Sean, yes. Well, actually, I was shooting a documentary with Noam Chomsky.
Yeah.
And he was one of the people, you know, featured in this project here.
Okay.
And then Charlie Deber, which is a professor at Boston College, is one of the producers of the film. You know, he's the one with the picture with me and Walla Shawn, you know. But he's well known for Dinner with Andre as well.
Yes.
Which is a very
Dinner with Andre, and I did a parody of that. My Sit Down with Sandman, which was a tribute to my Breakfast with Blassie, which was a tribute to my Dinner with Andre. So I'm very aware of this gentleman. And like I said, Princess Bride fans will remember him as drinking the poison.
I know.
Which poison did I drink? Was it in the cup that I gave you or the cup that you gave me?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a classic scene.
Yeah, I had a nice conversation with him.
This is tough work that you're in, Patrick. I mean, geez. I mean, this is like laying bricks for a living. So you're surrounded by this flock of beautiful women. One of them, one of these ladies was a former Messier Mantra guest, a good friend of mine, Christine Alton. She's on I guess she would be your left in the photo.
Yes, I know, right? Christine right there.
She's a former Messier Mantra alumni.
And Renee Bergeron and Jackie. You know, I love this picture.
Oh, yeah.
I just love this picture. It was a wonderful night for the opening night of the Boston International Film Festival. It's good to have friends coming.
Sure.
They were at the festival the year before. I mean, Christine has been coming to the festival for a number of years now. And, you know, it's good to have support from local actors.
Sure.
And also to give them the exposure. But on a night like this, it's special.
And that's Amy Wade next to you, too.
Yes. You know, it was wonderful, you know. It's like, you know, you die to have, you know, opportunities like this.
Oh, sure. Now everybody looks very stunning here. This is a great photograph. And this is a great photograph, too.
Yes, that's a great photograph of her. She's one of the stars in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
She's formerly from Haiti as well. Great actress, Vicki Jersey is her name. Yeah, and actually she came to the Haitian Motion Picture Awards, and we met there, and we took this picture together, you know, and looking forward to work with her too.
Patrick, you know? how do people get involved in the film industry? Because if they're watching this and they've seen these photographs, if they want to contact you, if they're a potential actor or they want to get started, or if they want to, what's your advice or suggestion to anybody out there that wants to get involved in this world of filmmaking?
Well, I mean, to get involved, it's just you get yourself out there. You know, you go to auditions.
Yeah.
Of course, some movies we are making when we are bringing actors from Hollywood, they don't have to audition. We go after them.
Right.
And offer them the role. We know that they can do the job. But for local actors, whenever we get our audition, we make sure we audition people.
Right.
And one thing that I always make sure that I do as well is I have my actors perform a monologue.
Okay.
Because with the monologue, it does the actors justice.
Right.
You know, they memorize the line, they have all the expression. Because for me, I always look for actors that have strong, facial, expression, body language, intonation. It has to be a big combination for me. And once I find it, in an actor, that's it. You know, my movie Haul at Me, which is a movie that we did in 2004. We don't have a clip here, but Haul at Me is a movie that we did an audition in Boston.
Yep.
We auditioned over 500 people, and then I had to help. I worked with Boston Casting and so on at that time. And I couldn't find this actor that I was looking for, this black actor. So we had to go to New York and did another 800 auditions.
Wow.
And then we ended up finding this actor who was perfect to play the role. So we do audition, actually.
Okay,
that's the best thing I would suggest for an actor to do.
Well, I love the fact that you're having the actors do monologues. Look at this photograph. Wow, this is Jamie. Her name is Jamie Brady, I think, in the green.
Yep. Arissa Page, Shito Kelkar, and the young Italian lady next to me there as well. It was, I think it was the Boston International Film Festival opening night 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was the movie from James Gray that was shot on the Amazon that we're opening the festival with.
The lady in the far right I've seen in films, in my friend Chris Esper's films, I believe. The lady in the far right in the black dress.
Yes. That Shito.
Yep.
Kelkar, she's from India. Actually, I have my next movie project, which it's going to be about an Indian family. It's called Amazing Friends, and so we are looking forward to that. Very soon. Actually, we're thinking about filming it.
If people want to reach you, do you have a website or a Facebook page?
Yes, people can go to our website, which is Broadway Pictures Entertainment. www.broadwaypicturesentertainment.com, and of course through our Facebook too, we will let people know about the auditions that is coming up.
BroadwayPictures.com.
Yeah, Broadway Pictures Entertainment.
BroadwayPicturesEntertainment.com.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Entertainment.com.
And real quick, just a few seconds left. Give me a mantra. What's an ethic or a little slogan? What do you got for me? What's a mantra, Patrick?
Patrick Jerome tells it like it is.
I like it. All right.
That said, most of my stories are based on true events or inspired by true life stories. My first feature film in Haiti, Ruthless Gang, was about gang violence in Haiti, which is available right now actually on Amazon. Ruthless Gang, and then my first feature film in the U.S., Deportation. It's about families getting deported from the U.S., type of story. So, you will always find that. And then my latest film, as we talk about, Assassin Behind the Glass, is once again inspired by, violence and stuff that is going on in our communities. So I tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is. Patrick Jerome, thank you so much for being on this
Mike.
episode.
It's such a pleasure to be on your show,
I'm
man.
glad you're here
doing
today.
a great job.
Thank you.
Love it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching this episode of Messier Mantra. We'll see you next time.